Before we dive deep into this critical roster shakeup leading into Monday Night Football, I need everyone to smash that like button right now to help this report reach more fans. And I want you to drop your name and your city in the comments section below, because I want to see exactly where this passionate Indianapolis Colts fan base is tuning in from today. Now let's get straight into the latest transaction wire that has major implications for the Indianapolis roster as we prepare for primetime. I have been tracking the movements at the team facility, and sources confirm that the Indianapolis Colts are executing a calculated strategic pivot just hours before the lights go bright for Monday Night Football against the San Francisco 49ers. The headline move here involves a significant subtraction from the quarterback room, specifically the departure of Brett Rypien, but the domino effect is really about fortifying the defensive front for a massive showdown. I have been told that in order to facilitate a crucial roster activation, the Colts have officially waived quarterback Brett Rypien. This decision is not necessarily a sudden indictment of Rypien's capabilities as a professional, but rather it is a classic numbers game that plays out in the NFL when key veterans return to health. When you look at the composition of the roster, carrying 3 quarterbacks is a luxury that teams often cannot afford when injuries pile up at other key positions, and that is exactly the scenario playing out in Indianapolis this week. The corresponding move, and frankly the one that should have fans absolutely energized, is the activation of defensive tackle DeForest Buckner from injured reserve. My understanding is that the medical staff has finally cleared Buckner, and the coaching staff is eager to get him back into the rotation, especially considering the opponent. Activating a star of Buckner's caliber requires an immediate opening on the 53-man roster, and unfortunately for Rypien, he was the odd man out in this specific equation. Let's analyze why Rypien was considered expendable at this specific moment in the season. The Colts quarterback room is currently anchored by the incredible veteran presence of 44-year-old Philip Rivers and the promising rookie Riley Leonard. Sources inside the building indicate that both Rivers and Leonard are fully healthy and taking all the necessary reps in practice. With Rivers bringing that immense wealth of experience and durability despite his age, and Leonard developing rapidly as the future of the franchise, the need for a third arm on the active roster diminishes significantly. Rypien was sitting as the QB3, a safety net that Indianapolis feels they no longer desperately need on game day, given the clean bill of health for their top 2 signal callers. We have to look at Brett Rypien's profile to understand the risk assessment here. He is a 29-year-old signal caller who has managed to carve out a career as a reliable depth piece, but he is known more as a journeyman than a game changer. He is the nephew of longtime NFL player Mark Rypien, so the football pedigree is undeniably there, running through his bloodlines. He has appeared in 11 career NFL games, spending time with the Denver Broncos, suiting up for the Los Angeles Rams in 2023, and even seeing action in one game for the Cincinnati Bengals this season. His record as a starter sits at 2-2, which shows he can manage a game if thrown into the fire, but the metrics suggest clear limitations at this level. His numbers haven't been great, sporting a 58.3% completion rate with 4 touchdowns compared to 9 interceptions. That nearly 2-to-1 interception to touchdown ratio is likely what made the front office comfortable with exposing him to the waiver wire. Rypien is a quarterback who provides intellectual value in the meeting room and can run the scout team effectively, but likely does not offer the high ceiling upside teams covet in a long-term backup role. Right now, the Colts had to risk losing him in order to bring Buckner back, and frankly, it makes perfect sense for Indianapolis. My analysis suggests that the Colts are banking on Rypien clearing waivers. If the other 31 teams pass on his contract, which is a highly probable scenario given his statistical output and veteran status, I expect the Colts to conceptually return him to the practice squad. This would be the ideal outcome for the front office. You keep the depth in the building without burning a precious 53-man roster spot. It's a calculated risk, but one that is necessary given the immediate need to bolster the defensive line against a physical 49ers team. Speaking of that defensive line, the return of DeForest Buckner is the real story here. We're talking about a legitimate interior disruptor returning to the fold just in time for a primetime broadcast. The timing is critical. Making this move before Monday night gives the team time to integrate Buckner back into the game day roster, while giving Rypien a chance to hit the waiver wire early in the week. By swapping a third-string quarterback who is unlikely to dress for a premier starting defensive tackle, the Colts are signaling they are all in on winning this Monday night matchup. It's a shifting of resources from an insurance policy at quarterback to an immediate impact player on defense. This is the chess match of NFL roster management at its finest. You have to weigh the risk of injury to a 44-year-old quarterback like Rivers against the immediate benefit of having your best interior defender on the field. The front office clearly believes that Rivers is durable enough to handle the workload, and that rookie Riley Leonard is ready to step in if disaster strikes, making Rypien's spot better utilized elsewhere. It's a tough break for Rypien, who has been a professional throughout his tenure, but the business of football waits for no one. I want to know what you think about this strategy from the front office. Do you agree with risking your quarterback depth to get Buckner back on the field immediately, or does the age of Philip Rivers make you nervous about carrying only 2 quarterbacks?